Hi and welcome to Airbrush Ways. I'm Jack. Confusing? Of course it is. There are different paints, additives, reducers, airbrushes, compressors, hoses, filters, stencils. There's so much going on and sometimes it can overtake you. So I want you to step back, sit down, watch these videos. Let's get started. Okay, so here we are with two different types of airbrushes. We'll start with this one. This is the Iwata Eclipse HP BCS, and the first thing we notice is this is a siphon feed or bottom feed airbrush. We can tell that because when you hold the airbrush you can see there's a hole there at the bottom, and the idea is your little tub of paint fits inside that hole, and then when we use this, the idea then is the air comes in here, and when we use the airbrush, paint is drawn up through the little tub and out through the brush. This can be used obviously for quite a long period of time. You can lay down a lot of the same colour. If you need to use the same colour for a large area, you can fill this up with a mix of paint and you can use this. You can take it off and then you can put in a bottle of cleaning fluid or water, spray that through to clean it out, take that one back out, put a different coloured paint in and carry on spraying. These are great. A large volume of paint can be used, and it's a quick, easy method of changing over. So this is the siphon feed Iwata Eclipse. A nice handy brush to use. I've had this for a good few years now, and it's as good as the day that I got it. Okay, so now we've looked at the siphon feed Iwata, let's take a look at the Badger Renegade Chrome. And the first thing we notice before we do anything else is this has the hole in the top. The idea of this is we've now got a gravity fed airbrush. So where we would use a large amount of paint for the Iwata, we can now put small drops of paint mixed with the thinners or the additive into this little cup, and we can use this on smaller areas where we're not going to need to keep the exact same colour, or we're not going to be able to fill a big space with the same colour. This is just a cover for the top, and there we can see the needle, and this is the needle housing, a little bit different to the other one. The cap goes on there just while it's being stored, and then we take this off and this is where the paint comes out. So just like the other, the air hose is clipped onto here, the paint is put inside there, we press the trigger down for the air and then we pull back for paint. So the paint then will start to come out with the air through the airbrush. When we want to stop the paint, we push it forward. This blocks the hole and stops the paint. The air's still coming through. Then we release the trigger and everything stops. A little bit finer needle on this one than that, and that kind of gives you the basics of being able to draw a finer line. So that is two different types of airbrush. The siphon or bottom feed, which will use a large amount of paint, and these bottles come in different sizes, so you could do a large job with this and fill out a lot of space with the paint. And then there's the Badger Renegade Chrome, and this particular one is a gravity feed, so the paint goes in there and we have to clean it through that, unlike the siphon feed. Okay, so that's our 2 airbrushes.